back. Today I'm going to be focusing this video on how to change the spin that you're putting on the pendulum serve so that you can change from a backspin to more of a side spin and then a top spin and a no spin variation. So we're going to go over those 4 different areas. One of the important things that you need to start off with the pendulum serve is trying to keep your racket down. So you can see from the side, I bring my finger down a little bit and that helps me hold the racket this way. So the handle of my racket a lot of the time is facing vertical, so it's pointing towards me. And that usually helps by tucking this elbow here so that you can have your racket facing straight down. If you don't tuck your elbow, it's hard to keep your racket pointing down. Okay, so we're bringing the racket up from the elbow, making sure that our grip's firm in the thumb and the finger. And then as we twist, the racket's going to come down in that pendulum motion to the contact point, and then you're going to tighten your thumb and fingers on your way through. As we come down in the pendulum, there is a very small part of the pendulum at the bottom where the action's coming down, and then as you get to the bottom here, as you change direction, there is 3 different directions. There is a downwards motion, a side motion, and then an up motion, and it all happens in a very short space of time. If I keep this motion the same, exactly the same, if I'm swinging here, I can hit the ball on the way down. At the bottom, here, I can hit the ball on the side, or I can hit the ball on the way up. And this service action continues to look the same from the other end of the table. So we're going to start off with some backspin pendulum serve variations. So I'm tightening my thumb and fingers and driving the acceleration into the downwards part of that last little dip on the pendulum. Now we're going to do some side spin variations. So more pure side spin, contacting the ball on the side of the ball. And now the final one that we're going to look at is the top spin variation of the serve. So we're creating a little bit more kick action. Now the only thing we need to add is a no spin variation to the serve. And basically the way that you can achieve that is by subtly changing the angle of your racket. So when it looks like you're tightening through your racket, you actually want to hit the ball so that it's not really gripping at any point. So when you're coming through, you kind of grip and try and change the angle of your racket. That way the ball comes off at just kind of one point, and you don't really get any spin. What we do is when we tighten the racket, we kind of do a false movement. So when I tighten, I try not to actually brush the ball, I try and just tap it on one point. So it looks quick, but there's no rotation on it. So
I'm going to be making a lot more content, so please subscribe to me here on YouTube, and also you can follow me on all my platforms at MHTableTennis.